What's up, guys? It's Mbirchy. Welcome back to another FIFA 17 video. On the previous video, we managed to get 100 likes. Massive thank you to all the lads, you absolute champs, for leaving a like, of course. If you want to see more of these types of videos, make sure to hit 120 likes, we'll say. So starting off in this video, we're going to be talking about the squad that managed to get 37 wins. Although it was changed over time. Like this, they can't be taking all the credits. Calm down, lads. You didn't do it all by yourselves. So anyway, we've got the cut-in merchant on the left. It's Mertens. You know him. I know him. If you've played against him, you probably don't like him. Because this cut-in merchant will be literally whipping it in for Mbirchy, the big lad. He's literally in the squad for one reason, to head it home. We got Cuadrado. He's an absolute champ. He's got 5-star skills. He's legit. That's all you need. 5-star skills, 99 pace with a hunter. Centre mids, Parolo, Kondogbia. And then, of course, in cam, we have Banega, who sometimes we took off in game. Centre backs, we've got Manolas. This guy, honestly, is a beast. The informed Manolas. Definitely recommend that you get him. Or just for standard Manolas. He's OP as you like. Rudiger. This guy, I kept the whole time. He is OP. Literally like 2,000 coins of an anchor. Left back, Alexandro. I don't know, left back and right backs in general in this game. It's just stay back. Like, you're on stay back while attacking and they're just running forward. You're like, just please just do what I tell you to do. It's just a piss take at times, but Alexandro, one of the best left backs on the game. Right back, Florenzi with an anchor seemed to work pretty well. And then in goal, we have the lad himself, Joe Hart. So this is how the team started. We did actually develop it, you might say, over time. So let's jump straight into the games where I'm joined with Mbirchy, another Mbirchy from the previous day. He's wearing a blue Quicksilver hoodie, the merchant. Let's go. And it seems to be working really well. I don't know if there's something about the 4-3-3. It has a lot of talent. So I'm just looking at the screen here, sort of commentating live, if you know what I'm saying, over all of these games. So we start off with Brad SWFC. I was actually playing Battlefield, I think, straight after this game, so it was quite late at night. I just randomly invited this guy to a party, and even though we scored some bollocks goals, like, look at this. He was one of those lads where it's just like he was like proud to lose. He was like, oh, I couldn't really do anything. You were like really good and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, like when you play something like that, I don't know how you can be like that, but absolute lad, this guy, Brad SWFC. And we beat him 2-0 in the end. He ends up quitting, which is pretty legit. We get that first win on the board instantly, and then going straight into a second game. In fact, I think it was like the weekend before this, or 2 weekends before this, I actually lost my first game. So that has got to be a tough one to take, you're probably thinking. And it definitely was. Like, my controller it's still intact, but I don't know how. I'll be honest. Like, it really is a tough one to take, especially on the first game. But anyway, going into the second game here, we get a shot away. Lloris with the save. He's really goddamn good at making those sorts of saves. Like, the saves where you don't expect him to be able to save it, it would just come out of a beautiful save. Joe Hart can sometimes do it as well. We're 1-1 at this point. Our goal was a little bit lucky. His was a bit strange. I was holding down LTR2. We do the body feints, though. We go 2-1 up. And we've banged him there. I mean, I love those body feints when you just cut in the cut-in merchant as well, Banega, who I think we actually switched out, I think, with Giovinco, but not in this game. I think we switched him with a CDM. It was one of the red cards. I mean, I'm getting all the shocking red cards. There's people on Twitter saying they've got, like, all of these banging red cards from getting, like, gold rewards. I'm out here grinding to get the elite, and we still get bollocks. It's just cheersy, eh? Honestly. Absolute lads. So we get Mbirchy. We get the informed Mbirchy. Now, this guy is pretty decent. I'll be honest. Like, it's the kind of lad where you could just whip it in, hope for the best, and often he can bang it as well. So this team is quite conservative, you might say. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So anyway, we start off with them getting it upfield. I think Alexandro gets the assist there. I mean, just looking back. Obviously, at the time, I would have been much more salty, but looking back, it still triggers me, man. But Giovinco there, banging it. I love those. Instead of doing the triple tap X this year, it's just the driven passes across, RB and A. If you're not already doing that, you should definitely do it. In fact, I was playing with a lad on Pro Clubs, and he was triple tapping crossing. I'm just saying, what are you doing? I mean, we gave him a disciplinary action. I don't know whether we let go of him in the end, but yeah, no, triple tap X is on very good on this game, because I think it's just because of the delay. Like, having to press X 3 times. I often struggle with the driven shots. I wouldn't recommend a driven shot. I think I said this in a really early video, but I wouldn't recommend doing a driven shot unless you know you have a lot of time. But nonetheless, we go 1-0 down. And it's always scary when you go 1-0 down. We get straight back in the game. But it's like, you know what I mean? If you do play FUT Champions, of course, when you go 1-0 down compared to going 1-0 up, it's just your mindset from there. It's almost like my head just sometimes goes, especially when it's late in the game. The momentum just got... It's not like in-game momentum. It's more mental momentum, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, he gets a bollocks goal here. Icardi. He bangs that. And I'm just sitting there like, how have we done this? Like, I do this all the time. I just concede these bollocks goals. And it's not cheese. It's just my fault. Parolo banging it there, though. He's got a decent long shot. Giovinco, we're just trying to do like a skill compilate. I don't know what we're doing. And Mertens almost bangs her. 3-2, though. We get another win. And, you know, like, when you have that momentum, it just feels so good. I don't know, like, keep winning again and again. And then, obviously, when the cheese comes around, often when I do lose a game, I'll go and lose a game straight after. So I sometimes recommend taking a break. But at the same time, breaks can be quite counterproductive. Because if you're, like, a little bit rusty or something like that, then it's not the best. But anyway, this guy's team, once again, as you saw there, wasn't the best. We get the goal for Mbirchy, the informed lad, of course. Kondogbia across a Banega, he tucks it home. It's lovely. I don't know, Banega actually was performing. I didn't end up keeping him just because his pace wasn't that high. But looking back at this, he was actually a really good player. He was scoring a lot of goals. We're 3-0 up. I think this is, yeah, GG's. 5 wins on the bounce. And look at this team. Base of Pace it's called. Team of the year. He's got like a very solid defense. Attacking wise, it's no slouch either. So Banega once again. I'm actually wondering why I didn't keep him. He's scoring every game. This is mental. I don't know. Like, this team just seemed to be performing a 4-3-3. And Mbirchy wasn't even controlling him. And he's banged that. I think it's like it doesn't switch your arrow. But even if you press B, it still does the command of doing a header. It doesn't switch in the air. It's really weird. But we basically bing bang bollock this guy, you might say. Yeah, we leave him in the dirt. I mean, I hate to say it, but look at this. Cuadrado doing that cheeky dance at the end, and then Parolo just basically sticking it top bins. And at that point, he's just salty as you like. I mean, I would be too. With that sort of team, it was mental. He's only had 1 shot. Oh, dear. So what is that? 6 wins. All right, guys. So I literally only commentated over 6 games there. So obviously continuing on. This is actually 2 days after when I was just commentating. So it is a little bit strange. But nonetheless, we do get Perisic. Informed Perisic. And he ended up being a beast. Like, if you look at his in-game stats, as a left mid, you're probably thinking, is he really that great? But when you bring him on as a striker, and also a hunter as well, you can get him up to 99 pace. He's got 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. He already gets a beautiful ball there to Mertens, who gets it across for Parolo, tucks it home. He's got a nice finish, Parolo, I've got to be saying. And then Mbirchy there, I think that was, banging it as well. Like, every single chance that falls for this lad puts it in the back of the net. And then the final goal was like a driven, I think it's actually the double tap X, which I don't really do much at all. Next game, this guy's got a shocking team. I don't know why, but we got like maybe 2 or 3 people which just didn't have great teams at all. 4-4-2. And Alexandra, I think, finished him off. That one actually went all the way to extra time. This guy actually messaged me saying that, I think it was a viewer of the channel. And he said that I don't know, he just said, like, thanks for playing or whatever. He parked the boss, man. I mean, I said, like, GG's and stuff like that. He parked the boss for, like, 90 minutes. Anyway, with this game, though, we go almost 1-0 down there. And then I realised, hang on, the 4-3-3, it wasn't really working. I definitely would recommend this, guys. Like, if a formation isn't working well for you, sometimes switch it up if it's not doing the best. And literally, we get a goal straight after switching it. Mertens on the right-hand side, driven shot across as well. And we just sit out from there. The game is, like, pretty dead from there. And that was a really good play with a decent team as well. And this one, we're not getting any let off either in terms of the team. It's a banging team. Mbirchy here does the turn. Lovely little, I think that's a back heel there for Mertens. Tucks it in. But cheeky finesse. You got to be saying that is a bang. 9 Golan. Banging it across. Once again, the driven pass. You can't be triple tapping X on this game. And there we go. 10 wins. So out of our first 10 games, 10 out of 10. Pretty banging. So if you want to see more FUT Champions videos like this, of course, make sure to leave a like. If we can hit 120 likes, that would be sick. Of course, thanks for all the support. It's been motivating me to do more videos and stuff like that, which is pretty legit. So I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, and of course, you new subscribers. So I'll see you guys on the next Mbirchy episode. I'll be streaming probably at the weekend at the latest, if not maybe earlier in the week. Thursday, maybe. We'll see. In a bit, lads. You little Tez. Absolute champ.